This is a neat little toy. It's a croc. It's a crocodile. It's an alligator. I'll delete whichever is applicable. So what you do is you open up the jaws and it seems to hinge open, and then the game is to press down on the teeth and hopefully you can pull away before he will bite you. He or she, of course. So as you can see, you can just press the teeth down. And the beauty is, got me. And the beauty is, it's completely random. So it doesn't matter which ones you press and how many you press. It does seem to be pretty random. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's going to be the last one, isn't it? Got me. So that was all of the teeth. That was just 2. So I want to open this up and see what's inside. Not much to it. We've got 3 screws at the back. Now this one here seems to open up the body. So let's just see what's in there. I'm not quite sure what makes it random. It could just be luck of the draw on the spring tension or something. And I'm hoping this is non-destructive as well, because it's quite cool. And I will get into trouble if I break it. So this is the back. Right, I see. There's a spring here. You can see inside. That's kind of neat. So what's this the spring for? This is the spring for the jaws. And what we have here is, as you open, that spring tension gives you resistance, and that's obviously what gives you your snapback effect. And there's a cam here, and that's opened it up. So that's opened it up, and it seems to lock in place there. And then if we press these teeth down, what seems to trigger it to close. So what I'm doing now is I'm just pressing the teeth down, hoping to see something. Yeah, there's something more inside there we need to have a look at further and take off his jaw. Yes, take the jaw off. So now we're just seeing the cam, if you like. So there's the cam. So what you do is to hinge the jaw back, because all this is just a casing. There's our cam. So we hinge that back. It kind of locks into position here. So this slider, that's pushing this tray forward. Now in that tray, I can see there is something in there that seems to rotate. So I wonder if that's giving us our randomizing function. Yeah, there's a little cog in there. Right, so the next thing is to probably take the jaws off. So let's keep going a bit deeper. It wasn't very expensive. And it's just quite a nice, simple, easy toy to have a little play with. Right, here we go, point of no return. I guess they put it together like this because it's all screwed in position, not glued. So that top comes off in one piece. So there's our teeth all around the edge, and when you press them down, they've just got a bit of spring tension provided by this thing holding it in place. And here's our disc. So this is our randomizer. Okay, so let's see how this works. There's all the associated bits. So this is the position it's in, and the spring is not loaded at the moment, so it's not under tension. This little disc here seems to be freewheeling, but it does have a little cog at the bottom. So you can see the little cog there, and this little kind of pinion acts on this, so this kind of pushes it into a position, and this is your randomizer. So this disc is the randomizing disc. So if I show you what happens when you open up the jaws like that, that will push this little tray, because that hooks into there. This little cam hooks and pushes it forward. So now this is in a particular position, but it's random, and that spring is under tension. So let's do it from above again. So you can see that is the position of this arm. If we push forward, there we go. The spring is under tension. It's pushed the whole tray forward, which pushes that little cam forward there, and then this puts this kind of boomerang thing into a random position. And then when you press down on these teeth, whenever you press on this, I believe, yeah, you can see what happens. That then releases the tray to go back, and that will actually close the jaws. So jaws are closed at the moment. You can see that's in that position. We'll open up the jaws. Again, that boomerang has moved slightly. It's moving anti-clockwise. And now this little ring, this tray, this kind of circly bit here, this moves up, and it locks into a position. And when you press the particular teeth down, acting on those, that will actually close it. So let's go through the motion again. So open up the jaws. There we go, you can see that's now moved again. And when we press the teeth down in a particular position, yeah, that closes it up again. So it's whenever one of the teeth will hit these. So that is going around in an anti-clockwise position. So that isn't random, but I guess, yeah, the teeth hitting the correct piece here is the random bit, because you don't know if you're going to hit this or this. But yeah, so yeah, you see, so it's only going to be one of these arms that might be in the way. So that's loading and releasing, and it is going around in circles. And in this position, it looks like two teeth could potentially lock that. So that's how you get your complete randomness. So sometimes, yeah, two teeth, that one there and that one there, would have launched it, because once you press down, that's what's releasing it. So it's quite a clever little mechanism now. I don't know who designed that, but that is very cool. Sorry it's very difficult to show you, but that's basically how it works. Doesn't require any batteries. Look again from the side. So locking cam here pushes the tray forward, because at the minute it's not under any tension. Push it forward. That then locks. Let's look at how that works. Oh, I see, yeah. And then there's a little piece here. Let's look at it from the front. And then this little step here, you just about see that kind of wedge of cheese shape. That's the piece which allows you to lock it into position. And then once you press this down, that will lower that, and that makes that spring back. So let's have a look at that piece. There's quite a few mechanisms in here that all come together. Right, so there's our resting position. We'll move that forward, and that'll be under tension. There we go. And you can just see in there that wedge of cheese that is now wedged under this kind of bar here. And then when you press down on the plate, pressing down on this plate, lowers that wedge of cheese under this bar, and that's what releases it. So very simple. There's the wedge of cheese. We'll call that wedge of cheese. Here's your randomizing disc. Could be anywhere, but as soon as you press one of the teeth in the corresponding position, so if it was like that, for instance, back here wouldn't get enabled because there's no teeth at the back, but the one at the front here would do. And then when you press that, that's lowering the whole tray, and that lowers that wedge of cheese down, and that allows this arm to come back and pivot like so. So that is it. It's really cool how that works, and I'm glad I've opened it to have a look. It's nice and straightforward to put back together, thankfully. But yeah, really groovy. So there's the tray without the spring in position. So this is the mover. Like that, that's that action, and there's the wedge of cheese. That piece there. And then when it's under tension, it's like that, so it's tilted up a little bit. And as soon as you press down on here, that releases the wedge of cheese, and then the whole thing springs back. And that kind of springing back probably helps to spin this as well a little bit, so it's, because that's so freewheeling, it's always going to be in a different position. And of course this having a funny shape can mean two teeth might be enabled, or maybe just one tooth, so that's really cool. I like it. Nice little device. Anyway, I'll put it back together. I've also got another one here, got a little friend with him, or her. Let's just see how random it could be then. So we'll do the same teeth at the same time. So I'm going to do the front one. Yeah, okay, we'll do this side. And then we'll go up again. And then we'll go on, we'll go this side down the bottom. Ah, that one's gone. This one hasn't. That one's still not going. Ah, there we go. Let's try again. So we'll start from up here actually. Let's do that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. The front. Ah, front's gone. No. No. Ah, so there we go. So you can see it's definitely random. Let's go the other way. So here. 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 That one's gone. That one. And there we go. So yeah, that's cool. So infinite fun. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.